Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing another tutorial, and today we're going to be making chocolate cornets. And these are really easy and fun to make, so I hope you enjoy this tutorial. So what you're going to need is like a horn shape, and I know that they make actual like cornet horns, baking horns, but if you don't have one, then I can show you how to make one real quick. You're going to need some tan clay. You're going to need the chocolate, the inside chocolate, but you're gonna have to use brown Sculpey and TLS, or rather that's what I used, and I just sort of mushed it all together and mixed it all and put it in this baggie. You're going to need some chalk, and this isn't chalk, they're ink blocks, but they serve their purpose well, so I'm just gonna be using that. So yeah, real quick, I'll show you how to make the horn. So you're going to need some kind of cardstocky material. This is pretty good. It's not as, like when it folds it creates like these facets, but that's fine. I would not suggest using print paper though because it's too light, but anyway. Index cards would probably be okay. So just from these two diagonals, or I'm sorry, these two corners, that sort of diagonal line, that invisible diagonal line, you're going to be curling around that, and you're going to be shaping the horn, and you can mess around with the tip a little bit, but don't worry too much about that, and you're just going to tape this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take some aluminum foil and wrap it around the horn, and then shape the tip, and that's it. You can probably just use aluminum foil too and shape it into a cone. But this is just what I did, so this is what it should look like. It doesn't have to be perfect either, just whatever works for you. And next you're going to take your clay and roll it out, and I already rolled it out because, for the sake of time. So you just roll it out real quick, and it should be tapered, so it's thinner on one end and thicker on the other. And you're going to grab your cone, starting at the thicker end with the thicker side, I guess both, like thicker end of the cone, thicker end of the clay. You're going to wrap it around. Oops. And feel free to move down, slide down to adjust. That's fine too. And once you pop it off, you get this kind of general like shell shape. There you go. And normally I put my pastels on. So I'm just gonna take my ink block, and we're gonna be using sort of this like orange brown color. I'm just gonna scrape a little bit off. I'm gonna take my brush and brush some on lightly. And I found out that if you just sort of dab some on and like rub it gently with your finger, that it can rub against it too. Or the color will rub on, so you can do that instead of just, putting the brush against it. And here, let's add a little bit more. And it's not a whole lot, but it's still got that burnt look to it. I don't know if you can really see. But yeah, so you're done with the cornet. You can bake it right now, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to add the chocolate first. But yeah, you can bake it and then add the chocolate. That's totally fine. Alright. So just take your piping material and you stick it like that, and then you squeeze the bag and you kind of swirl it out. And I got some all over my hand, lovely. But the joys of baking and the joys of making clay creations. So right now this is just sort of a mess, so I'm just going to take a wire or some kind of, you know, smaller stick. I'm just going to swirl it around and just till it looks a little bit better. There we go. And then you're going to take an eye pin, and I'd say try to stick it like into one of the creases, just because it'll, you know, it'll be easier to put in. So I'm just going to put this in. And like that. And then bake it and glaze it and you're good. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave a comment or message me. But otherwise, thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!